see the very dangerous part of fire eating. This is my presidential fire eating act. I call it that because I don't fail. Okay, so far, so what? I know what you all are thinking. My mom and dad are probably cousins. Getting flipped all the time. By a round of applause, how many people here would really like to see the real dangerous arts of fire eating? These red lighters never work. That's why I prefer the white ones. For a little white hot. Cheap seats. And now in slow motion. I can't believe you all were going to sit there and watch me stick a lit torch in my mouth. For that, I require a drum roll, please. I just recently performed this for the Queen of England, by the way. Well, she said that I could do magic and eat fire, and she was the Queen of England. Actually, let's just go ahead and use the red one instead. They say, how did you get started in magic, or how old were you when you first started performing? Well, I'd like to answer that question for you now with a true story of how I became a magician. I was 7 years old on Christmas morning. I'd asked for a magic kit for Christmas that year. It was the second box I opened on Christmas morning, and I was so smitten and bit by that magic bug that I didn't even bother opening the rest of the gifts until the day after Christmas. I had a magician that lived next door to my mother. I had a magician that lived next door to my grandmother. His name was Elsie Collier. He was my friend and a mentor. I miss him immensely. Elsie, this is for you. Well, that year for Christmas, I also wished for a white Christmas, but unfortunately, I woke up that morning to a brown ground. Well, I was so mad that we didn't get any snow that year that I started to cry. My mother, God rest her soul, handed me a Kleenex. I was so angry that we didn't get any snow that I snatched it out of her hand. I ran down the hallway. I slammed my bedroom door shut. I fell down face first on my pillow, and I proceeded to cry myself a river. Well, I remember thinking to myself, gee, I really wished I hadn't torn up those Kleenex pieces that Mom gave me, because I remember those pieces of Kleenex, well, they were soaking wet. But you know, folks, it was then that I realized that I had just received the best Christmas present that year, or any year I could have received since then. You see, it was the realization that it's really not about seeing presents under the tree or wishing for white weather. It was really about believing in the real meaning of Christmas. And as my tears dried, I looked outside. I peered out that window at the gently falling snow. As I saw the beautiful snowfall, I knew it was a white Christmas after all. This trip is in honor of Elsie Collier. My entire act is in honor of my beautiful fiancée Diane. That's my tonight, it must have really been good. Give yourselves all a big round of applause. Thank you. Good night. And God bless. Thank you.